Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon Sword and Shield video. So today, June the 2nd, a new trailer dropped for the Pokemon Sword and Shield expansions and a ton of new info was revealed. So in this video, I want to go over the information that was revealed while also providing my thoughts on it. So, let's get to it. Galarian Slowbro was revealed alongside its typing, ability, and its signature move. As far as looks go, it basically looks like a regular Slowbro, except for the purple patterns it has on its body, and the fact that its shell is now on its arm, Mega Man style, instead of on its tail, which looks very cool. It is Poison and Psychic type, which is an interesting combination. It is also a unique typing, because no other Pokemon has the same type combination as Galarian Slowbro. The purple on its body indicates its new Poison typing. It has a new ability called Quick Draw. It is unknown what it does currently, and its signature move is Shell Side Arm. It poisons the opponent, and interestingly, it can do physical or special damage. It depends on which one does more damage, which I assume means which stat is higher, meaning that Galarian Slowbro could be very versatile as far as moveset and stat distribution goes, since you can either opt for a physical attack or special attack build. Overall, Galarian Slowbro looks very cool and I can't wait to get one for myself. I also can't wait to see what it looks like shiny. So moving on, Gigantamax Venasaur and Blastoise were showcased and their GMAX moves were revealed. Gigantamax Venasaur's GMAX move is GMAX Bind Lash, and Gigantamax Blastoise GMAX move is GMAX Cannonade. Both do damage and they continuously do damage for 4 turns to Pokemon that are not of the same type as the move. So their GMAX moves mirrors Gigantamax Charizard's GMAX Wildfire, which makes sense since they are the Kanto starters. It seems that you will be asked to choose between Bulbasaur and Squirtle during the story, which would determine which GMAX you get, but hopefully you can still get both eventually. Now, I don't know about you, but this will be a tough choice for me. If you had Charmander in there, then it would be easy because Charmander is my favorite, but take out my favorite and I need to choose my second favorite, and for me personally, Squirrel and Bulbasaur have always been kind of evenly matched. Both GMAX moves look very cool, especially Blastoise with its water cannon barrage, and it finally gives Blastoise the ability to fire water from its actual cannons. Gigantamax Urshifu's GMAX moves were revealed. Single Strike Style's GMAX move is GMAX One Blow, and Rapid Strike Style's GMAX move is GMAX Rapid Flow. Urshifu's ability was also revealed. It's called Unseen Fist, and it allows Urshifu to damage opponents with physical moves even if they have used a move like Protect. It appears to be the ability of Urshifu regardless of which style it is in. The signature move of each style, Wicked Strike for Single Strike style, and Surging Strike for Rapid Strike style are now known to always land as critical hits and they ignore the target's stat changes. Kubfu's evolution will depend on where it is trained. If it is trained in the Tower of Darkness, then it will evolve into the Single Strike style, which is Fighting and Dark type. If it is trained at the Tower of Waters, then it will evolve into the Rapid Strike style, which is Fighting and Water. This is another decision that will be tough, but it will depend on typing preference, stats, and move pool more than anything, since both styles apparently have the same ability and both styles pretty much look the same except for their stance in battle and their GMAX forms, which are different. They also didn't specify what training means, whether that means that you have to do story missions or battles at that specific tower, or if you have to level up Kubfu to a certain level while at that tower, but we will have to wait and see. And hopefully there is a way to get both styles in one game, but that'll probably require someone to trade you their Kubfu, and then you can do the training, whatever that means, at both places with your Kubfu and the one you get traded, but it remains to be seen. There's a new item which lets you combine up to 4 items together to make new items. You get different items based on the items you put into it, so basically, it's like making curry, which has you throw ingredients into a pot and the ingredients determine the outcome. It will be interesting to see what kind of items we can get from this new item. There is another new item you can also make, which is called Max Soup, which you can give to a Pokemon that has a GMAX form available, and that Pokemon will get the ability to Gigantamax. which means that GMAX Pokemon will no longer be locked behind encountering them at raid dens. This is of course assuming you can make as much max soup as you want and assuming it has no limitations. Limitations being that you can only use it on certain Pokemon. Maybe this is the way you can get the Gigantamax form for the Galar starters. So hopefully it has no limits because that means that shiny Gigantamax Pokemon will be easier to get because instead of encountering them in a raid, all you have to do is breed a shiny that has a Gigantamax form and then just feed them the max soup. There are new move tutor moves that are taught in exchange for Armorite ore, an item you get through max raid battles in the Isle of Armor. There is a fire type move called Burning Jealousy, which damages both opponents, and it has a chance of burning the opponent if they had their stat boosted during the same turn the move is used. There is also a grass type move called Grassy Glide, which has increased priority in a grassy terrain. Hidden ability Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble are now available through Pokemon Home if you deposit a Pokemon from Sword and Shield into Home from your Switch. You can then claim them on the Pokemon Home mobile app as a mystery gift. Grookey's hidden ability is Grassy Search, which spawns a grassy terrain when Grookey enters the battle. Scorbunny's hidden ability is Libero, which changes its type to the type of the move it uses, like Protean, the hidden ability of the Froakie evolution line. Sobble's hidden ability is Sniper, which boosts the power of moves if they land as critical hits. These abilities were unavailable before now, so it is exciting to finally have them available. I guess it's time to breed some shiny starters with their hidden abilities. The only of the Galar starters that I have shiny is Cinderace, but of course it doesn't have its hidden ability because it was not available. And finally, for the Isle of Armor, I want to go over returning Pokemon that were shown in the trailer. To keep this short, I will only mention those that physically appear in the trailer. Their evolutions and pre-evolutions will of course appear as well. So the Pokemon that are returning are Absol, Luxray, Tauros, Scyther, Druddigon, Whismur, Loudred, Sandile, Tangrowth, Executor, Poliwhirl, Politoed, Kangaskhan, Buffalon, Lycanroc, Emolga, Mienshao, Fletchinder, Dragalge, Starmie, and Staryu. Overall, some good picks, especially Luxray, Absol, Lycanroc, Scyther, and Fletchinder. Again, all of their evolutions and pre-evolutions are included as well, and this is not all the returning Pokemon for the Isle of Armor, just the ones shown in the trailer. There was also new information revealed for the Crown Tundra, the second expansion that is coming in the fall. The two new Regis had their names revealed. The electric type one is called Regieleki and it has a new ability, Transistor. It is currently unknown what this ability does. It also has a new move, which is its signature move, Thunder Cage, which deals damage and it traps the opponent in an electrified cage for 4 to 5 turns, which could do damage every turn. Maybe it prevents escape or withdrawing the Pokemon, or it decreases speed like Electro Web. Regidrago is the Dragon-type Regi. Its new ability is Dragon's Maw. Again, it's unknown what it does at this time. And its signature move is Dragon Energy, which does more damage the higher the HP, meaning that it does more damage when used at full health when compared to using it, say, at half health. The trailer also shows a player heading into a ruin that has Regi symbols on it, and they seem to do a puzzle which triggers a battle with the old Regis, Regice, Registeel, and Regirock. And they sent Relicanth out into battle, so perhaps to get the Regis we will have to do a puzzle like we did back in Generation 3. Could be, and it should be fun and a nice throwback. The typing for the Galarian legendary birds is now known as well as their abilities, and they will also have new moves which are their respective signature moves. None of their typings surprised me since I guessed all of them accurately back when they were first revealed. So, Galarian Articuno is psychic and flying, and its ability is competitive, which boosts special attack when a stat is decreased, and its signature move is Freezing Glare, which does damage and it may leave the target frozen. We don't know stats yet, but I am assuming special attack will be much higher than normal Articuno. Galarian Zapdos is fighting and flying, and its ability is Defiant, which boosts attack when a stat is decreased. So the physical version of Galarian Articuno's ability. The signature move of Galarian Zapdos is Thunderous Kick, which does damage and it also lowers defense. I am assuming that Galarian Zapdos is gonna have a high attack stat. Galarian Moltres is dark and flying and its ability is Berserk, which boosts special attack when the Pokemon is hit by an attack that drops HP to below half. The signature move of Galarian Moltres is Fiery Wrath, which does damage and it can cause the opponent to flinch. It's surprising that all of their abilities involve increasing a stat when another is decreased. In the case of Articuno and Moltres is the special attack, and in the case of Zapdos is the attack. I guess it makes sense for a trio to have similar abilities. Now, as far as their typings go, there is again no surprises, but it is interesting that the original Bird Trio's typing allowed for them to have a type advantage against at least one other member of the trio. Moltres had a type advantage over Articuno, who had a type advantage over Zapdos, who had a type advantage over both Articuno and Moltres. Now, Articuno has advantage over Zapdos just as before, but Zapdos does not have an advantage over Articuno or over Moltres despite the dark typing, because flying resists fighting. Moltres has advantage over Articuno and it is immune to Articuno's primary type. It is interesting that they changed this dynamic of the trio. There are also new game modes coming in the Crown Tundra. Dynamax Adventure is a new game mode where 4 players get together to investigate the raid dens. This is how we will encounter the returning legendary Pokemon. There's also another new game mode called the Galarian Star Tournament, which takes place in Windon Stadium. In this, you play multi-battles against various characters from the story, and they show the player fighting both Leon and Raihan together with Hop as their teammate. Jeez, what a handicap. But they should still be fun, and hopefully there are some cool rewards tied to it to incentivize players to participate in this tournament often. And hopefully, it is not items with an extremely low drop rate like with the Flame and Toxic Orbs in the regular tournament. But that's all I have for you in this video. Lots of exciting information was revealed and I absolutely can't wait for the expansions to drop. The release date for the Isle of Armor was also revealed. It was always known that it was gonna come out in June, but it was never specified when. It was only mentioned to be available before the end of June, but now we have an official release date, which is June the 17th. So, mark your calendars. But again, that's all I have for you in this video. As always, leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this right away. Thank you very much for watching and let's meet again in the next video.